Alrighty, yo, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. DDG94, back with another reaction video. And today we are finna react to the day the world lost Tupac. This should be an interesting one. You see my video. I'll probably get to it next time, D-Wiz, because yeah, it's about to be 1 o'clock where I'm at. So yeah, probably gonna do this in one WWE video, and then we're gonna wrap this stream up. So I'll get you on Thursday though, D-Wiz. I'll get you on Thursday when we on Twitch. So yeah, this is the day the world lost Tupac, man. I remember this like it was yesterday, boy. I was 2 years old. I was 2 years old. Matter of fact, play the goddamn music in the back. Yeah, I'll do that one on Thursday. D-Wiz, I'll do that one on Thursday. But put the music in the background. You feel me? Put the music in the background, man. Gotta say it like this, my brothers. The day Tupac ascended from this earth, I never forget it. I was 2 years old. I didn't know what was going on. I know why everybody was down bad. Why everybody was sad, everybody was crying. But brother Tupac passed away. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't never seen so many grown ass people cry about somebody before, but they was crying. It was tears. It was thug tears everywhere that day. I know the person who took it the hardest was my dad. I remember that nigga took it back because he was the biggest Tupac fan. I'll never forget that day. But it is what it is, though. Hey, man. I'll never forget. I want to say about 4 or 5 days later, they released the I Ain't Mad At You video. And nigga, everybody was in tears. Everybody was in tears. I felt it though. I never forget being 2 years old and everybody crying because Tupac passed away. Sad times, sad hood movie, sad hood life. That's as much as I can tell you about my experience. But other than that though, we're gonna see what the world was doing. So yeah, without further ado, let's get right into it.
Was like who's going election. It's an election. It is that. Shit, you know what I'm saying?
I was more shocked than anything, you know what I'm saying? But I wasn't more shocked of him dying. I was more shocked to him. Pac's a strong dude, yo. I know dudes, you know what I'm saying? He real strong. So when they was like he got shot, I was just more like, again? You know what I'm saying? Yo, when he gets shot or shot at, he gonna pull through this one again, make a few records about it, and it's gonna be over, you know what I'm saying? But when he died, I was just like, whoa.
Nah, he teared up when we sat there and like we watching this one. We just moved to Glen Point. We just moved to Jersey, crib, gated, you know, like we had this big screen TV and that shit came up and I called him downstairs, like hide the movie, like yo B.I., come here, like yo look, and he just sat there and just stared at the TV, just like stared at the TV for like 5 minutes, and just put his head down, just like you know, we were just more shocked than anything.
This year in hip hop, we saw another tragedy, another loss with the death of Tupac. What was your reaction when you heard about his death?
I mean, that was like a terrible loss because he was a very talented person, you know. One of the most talented people I've worked with, you know, in the studio. He was real fast in the studio and knew exactly what he wanted. You know, he was a good producer. Also, a good actor. You know, you can't find that. You know, you can't find somebody that can really rhyme, get in the studio and get down, and also be a good actor. You know, that's rare. You know, so that was a great loss to the entertainment business.
Yeah. What about you personally? What was your relationship like? Because I know he was saying some harsh things about you.
Yeah, personally, there was nothing there between me and Tupac. There was nothing there, you know. What he was saying about me was all hype because he knows absolutely nothing about me except what he hears and reads. You know, we've never hung out. We've never even went to dinner. You know, the only place we've been together at is in the studio and on the video set. That's it.
Right.
I will say this though, Dre has never been one of the people to talk ill on Tupac's name. He one of the few that don't speak ill on Tupac's name. I think he actually got true, genuine respect for him. For somebody to call you gay, though, for somebody to call you gay, me personally, I wouldn't take that level of disrespect, but I fuck with it though. I mean, shit, because he could, and it'd be justified for him to say something ill on Tupac's name, but at the same time, though, like the fact that he never has and has always showed him love, even gave him a tribute at the Super Bowl. Yeah. I fuck with Dre for that. Shout out to Dre. But me personally, though, I wouldn't take that level of disrespect. Ain't no nigga gonna just call me gay out the blue on some bullshit.
Me personally, I wouldn't take this level of disrespect.
Nobody gonna call me gay.
How do you think his death will affect hip-hop, the future of rap? Are people going to take a second look at the hardcore?
Yeah, I think his death is gonna open some eyes. Most definitely, is to me, I get the feeling that there's already becoming a change in hip hop. Everybody's moving more to the positive vibe. You know what I mean? That's what I really think. More positive. I mean, Eazy's death also. Everybody's. Well, I can't say everybody. I mean, everybody that I know are being more conscious. It's just the whole vibe right now. To me, it seems like it's getting more positive.
I was like, listen, he is the one person, if there's anybody that can live through this, it's him. For a minute, I don't know if you remember, there was no information. There was no information whether he was alive, whether they're keeping him alive, or what was going. So it was probably like 2 or 3 days, and then it was like, he's gone. Damn, that was crazy. It was like the biggest, it was, at that time, it was like I lost my brother, bro, real talk. I still had, I'm gonna tell you what's crazy. I still had his voice on a message he left for me. This is like where you used to get to, and he'd be like, yo, man, I'm down here, man, I'm in LA, come fuck with me, I'm on the set, man. I'm a movie star too, motherfucker. Like, he just leave you some old random funny shit, you know? Tupac story was so mythical, it was like a movie that didn't have an ending or something, like where everyone was wondering what the ending would be like. What's the word? What really happened? Like, okay, he was in the car, and then how did they catch him? How did they find his car? Like, there were so many different question marks about the whole thing.
I'm driving to the concert, and the radio's playing. And I believe it probably was that time of night. I think it was Angie. I think Angie was still on, because I was trying to get to the concert. I think Angie was on, and she made the announcement that Pac had passed away. And I immediately just felt horrible, because I thought he got shot. He had gotten shot before. I'm like, he gonna beat the shit. He'd be all right. And he didn't make it. And I'm driving, I get to Nassau Coliseum, and I get there, and I'm on the side of the stage. I had the all access pass, and Nas is on stage. He got the red leather farmer's joint on. And I was like, yo, man, Pac just died, man. And he was like, word? I was like, word. I was like, you gotta go tell everybody that Pac died. And he was like, man, nah, man. He gave me the mic. He said, you go out there and do it. And I went out there and got a moment of silence for the brother, man.
What's up, y'all? This is Ed Lowe from Hot 97. How y'all doing, all right? Yo, chill out. Yo, hold on. Now, this brother was good enough to stop his show in the middle of this show, and I want everybody in here, everybody stand up on their feet first and foremost. Make no noise. Every brother in here, please take your hat off at 7. Okay, so we can recognize a brother that was part of the hip-hop culture that passed away. I don't give a what Tupac ever said on the record, no matter what, he didn't deserve to die that way. When the are we gonna stop this bull and start loving one another? Don't believe the hype. It wasn't no East Coast, West Coast bullshit. It was some internal LA that took this brother out. Can we have a moment of silence for the memory of one of the greatest rappers that will ever live, Tupac Shakur?
Your reaction when you heard the news?
Well, I was sort of semi-prepared for it because, you know, by us being, you know, here and being on the West Coast, we were getting a lot more information, that I guess, than you guys were. And, you know, I was praying for him, and I was hoping that he would pull through. Because, you know, he was a soldier, he was a warrior, and he got shot before, you know. And I think maybe that had a lot to do with it. Probably his body couldn't take that same shot again, you know, and he couldn't fight to pull through. But, you know, we from the street, we always feel bad when we lose a soldier and we lose a warrior. And,
but Coolio, what war was he a soldier and a warrior fighting?
I think Tupac was fighting against the system, and he spoke out against the system a lot, and he talked about the problems and the shortcomings of the system. And I think that was the reason why a lot of people didn't like him. It wasn't so much that he was a gangster rapper, it's just that he told the truth.
Do you have any idea who would want him dead?
Might have been a lot of people, who knows? I mean, it could have been anybody. Tupac was very, very vocal, and he didn't bite his tongue about anything. If he didn't like you or if he had a problem with you, he let you know. So when you're like that, sometimes you can make enemies. So I mean, you know, I can't say who did it. It doesn't really matter at this point. Now we're on the vibe now that we know for a fact here that it wasn't an East Coast West Coast thing, because, you know, Biggie's not even like that. You know, it wasn't even that serious.
I saw Pac 20 minutes before he got shot. I saw Pac in Vegas, about to get into the car. He was coming out the hotel, and we walked off, and we got in the cab, and they got into Bentleys and all that other stuff, and, you know, we went on to another party, and 20 minutes later, we heard Pac got shot. Our first reaction was, again? You know what I mean? And then he was like, he gonna be all right, because, you know, this is after he got shot 5 times. I cried like my mother cried when Marvin Gaye died.
I was at Warren G's house in the living room. I think we was playing a video game. We kept getting a whole bunch of calls and pages. Somebody told us to turn on the news, and we turned the news on and we seen. I drove down there to the hospital because I wanted to see my, you know what I'm saying, make sure he was straight. I'm thinking that he was gonna make it. I had went to see him when he was still alive. And I said a little prayer to him in his head and held his hand and whispered at him, you know, said my piece with him. You know, he didn't have no consciousness, but I felt like my spirit and his spirit connected, and I felt like he got it.
When I heard that Tupac died, I was cooking in the restaurant. It was a sports bar, so there was a big TV screen, and we all just kind of watched it, just like, you know, just dazed. A lot of people that worked at the job that I worked at didn't understand Tupac, or didn't understand the music, so we're looking at us like, what's wrong? What's the big deal? Get over it. And it's like, nah, this is a really fucked up day. For the longest, I think everybody anybody who had something to do with hip hop and loved the music it was a sense of mourning for a long time.
Of course, after the first time, everybody was like, "Oh, Pac got shot. So he got shot before. He'd be all right." But then, you know, from different people and family that was there in Vegas, I'm like, "Yo, I'm coming out there." They was like, "It's a circus. We'll keep you posted." You know, Suge that's my guy. Outlaws, Yo-Yo. It was like, it ain't. People was down here that's not getting upstairs, not seeing them. It's close people. Like it's too many people here. It's a circus. So I waited and like, all right. Then the word was like he getting better. He's going. You know, it was so many different. It wasn't even like social media or nothing back then. You had to get. It's like the word of mouth game. Before I knew it, it was the 13th, September, 1996, and the word went out. That thing Hit 'Em Up came out and everything else. I seen the Vibe cover, and Big and Puff was on it. And the only thing that the title of the cover said was East vs. West. Now, this right now, it didn't say East Coast label, West Coast label. It said East vs. West. I said, half the gangsters, they walk by, and Vibe was a very popular magazine. They won't even read the article. They just see, oh, it's on, pick a side. So naturally, after Pac has stepped off 13th, and that magazine went, I seen Big out in Cali doing all this promotion, a new record. I'm like, that's not a good move. Like, promote your new record or wherever else, anywhere but Cali. That's what I'm thinking. And then you have a record called going back to Cali. I'm like, Cali is different. That's gangbang capital. But that media blew that out of proportion. Like I said, I saw that East vs. West. I'm like, it's about to be on.
The thing that really hurt my feelings about him getting shot like that, when he was with me, I thought I was helping him go to the next part of his life. We gonna go to prison and then get shot again? And I knew that second shooting wasn't, the wounds he had the first time were in his appendages, not in his lungs. I was so disappointed. And he told me he wasn't gonna make it past 25. I always thought he was just talking shit all the time.
I feel like this. I feel that the last word is always God. I got shot in the head, got grazed some other places. But for his trying to get him to the hospital didn't make me realize that I was shot. Because usually when you get shot in the head, the first thing the person do is panic. You know, bam, I'm shot in the head, I'm about to die. And once you do that, you can't drive nowhere. My whole thing is, Pac said he was shot. I'm like, you shot? I'm gonna get you to the hospital. I'm driving, telling him I'm gonna get you to the hospital, kick back. Pac looked at me and said, you know what? You need the doctor more than me, you the one shot in your head. And we laughed the whole time going to find out went to the hospital. That's the conversation we had. It wasn't, Pac was a man the whole time. It wasn't that he was like, oh, I'm shot. He cracking jokes. They're like, yeah, they shot me. He said, but you shot in your head. Look at your head bleed. Look how much it's bleed. That was Pac. I'm like, man, shut up, let me get you to the doctor.
A lot of people in the hip-hop community have said that this incident will change hip-hop. This is a really landmark event, tragic event at that, and that the music will probably never be the same. Do you see the direction of Death Row changing? Is there going to be a different type of music put out?
Not at all. We're going to do the same thing we've been doing and sell records. Like I said before, my main goal is fulfill Tupac's dreams. And Tupac would definitely never want the music to change, all the style. So we're going to keep it the way he would like it.
Alrighty, that's just go about do it for this one. I don't know why everybody kept saying the same thing though. That shit kind of irritated me. He got shot before nigga. all just cause you made it through the first shooting don't mean you gonna make it through the second one, nigga. That don't mean shit. My nigga made it out before, man. He done been through this before. He'll do it again. Hell no. Y'all better pray for that, man. Y'all better put all y'all prayers in the hands of God. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully that'll see him through. But shit, hell no. Y'all niggas talking about some, man, my small nigga, man, he gonna make it through, man. Ain't no problem, man. He done been through this before. Just another day at the office for him. Come on, dog. Y'all niggas sound goofy as hell. But anyway, so that's just gonna about do it for this one. I will see you all in the next video. Till then, deuces.